What's up, guys? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I just wanted to talk. Obviously, you probably will see this in the future. I took a couple days off, and it was basically just to reset and, figure out some things, figure out some stuff with the reunion and different things and stuff like that. And it's not because I'm having a mental breakdown. I will say, I let myself get a little bit stressed out and stuff like that. So I just kind of stepped aside a little bit to kind of reevaluate stuff without feeling the pressure of being in the group, or not that the group is pressure, but you know what I'm saying, like constantly keeping up with everything and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say something, and it's kind of about my process, but also about the process of weight loss or just changing your life in general. A lot of the times we really do get wrapped up in the whole scheme of things and stuff like that. And I think what we really have to step back and look at is how far we've come, as well as not worrying about how fast we get to where we're going. So I will say, for my instance, I have goals like I want to travel the world. I want to eventually get a home of my own, because I'm 37 and that's never happened. I want to have a happy relationship in which I find a woman I love, and I also want to be able to provide the best knowledge possible. I want to have a successful career in the fitness realm, and we really do get far too caught up in the idea of how fast things are not going. And I will say I'm 100% guilty of that. But I think what's important is not only looking about how far you've come, but just kind of realizing it really doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. And that could be with weight loss. That can also be with, trying to excel in your career, or just trying to reach any goal in general. A lot of the times we overthink and under-congratulate ourselves, I would say, or underappreciate how far we have come, or how well we are doing, or how much we are moving towards achieving those things. And a basic analogy that I can give you as far as kind of taking a look into your journey is, if you go to a track, meaning like a running track at like a high school or a park or something like that, and you see people doing different things. Some people will be running around the track, some people will be walking, some people will be jogging, some people may even just be kind of moseying along, And you have to think about that process, and the fact that if you're the person that is sitting there on your journey and not really doing anything, like anything at all, then that could be a problem. But even if you're doing very slight things, like moseying along, and you're trying every once in a while to meal prep, every once in a while you end up at the gym, every once in a while you plan what to bring to vacation or something like that. Or you could be on the other end of the spectrum. You could just all out crazy plan, crazy prep, you're getting lots of results, but you're stressed out about the process and stuff like that. And a lot of the times, including myself, I find myself there too, because sometimes I mosey, sometimes I run, sometimes I jog through the whole process of all of this. And I guess what I'm basically trying to say to help you understand is, it doesn't really matter the speed in which you are achieving things, as long as you're doing something in a pattern as far as going in a forward momentum around that track. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you crawl. You could go slower than a mosey and crawl around the track. And just every once in a while do some research on eating right or something like that, and that's all where it begins. And you don't have to be a runner, you don't have to be a jogger, you don't have to be a walker. You could just be in motion. And even in that aspect, you can also be a person that falls. And the cool thing about falling is you're not a failure. You know, you're not a failure. I will say, the harder you fall, the harder you bounce back. A lot of the times, you know, so if you go to the top of a building and you drop a ball, you drop a bouncy ball. You drop a bouncy ball, and this would be your journey. Your journey, you fell off for 3 months. You gained 50 pounds back out of 100. A lot of the times, once you realize and that ball hits, meaning your idea, your mentality fires, and you're like, okay, I have been completely off track. I have completely fallen apart, or whatever. That ball is going to hit from that skyscraper, and it's going to bounce 100 feet in the air. Meaning, you realize, and it's like the aha moment. A lot of the times that can be much more beneficial than just simple drops off of the desk. You know, the bouncy ball drops off the desk. The bouncy ball drops off the shoebox. Well, it only bounces a little bit and stuff like that. So a lot of the times it takes those major things to be able to happen to kind of wake us up. And that's okay. You can't be hard on yourself. But you have to remember, you are human and you're amazing. And you will fall, and hopefully you bounce really hard, even though it's a little fall, but chances are sometimes it takes a lot to wake you up. So I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit, and not to stress yourself out about how far or how fast you're getting there, how far you've gone. The idea is just that you're in motion and you're working towards achieving a larger goal. So regardless, keep up the good work. Don't be so damn hard on yourself. And remember to spread love, not hate. Hashtag be stronger than your excuses. And whatever you do, just don't quit. You know, even if you have to slow down a little, even if you have to back off and chill out. Have an awesome day, guys. Peace.